Oh, hello, yeah. Well, it's been a busy day yesterday, I must admit, yeah. Taking part in the War of Christmas really takes it out of me. Yeah, I mean, you've been doing a long campaign with Tesco's, getting them to call their trees evergreen trees. So long as they're stuck in the Christmas department, and people can ask for them there. But I think it's very important that they're not actually called Christmas trees. And that way, we can attack the very foundations of Western civilization and Christianity. Because after all, those Christmas trees have been here since, well, ever since some foreigner got his grubby German hands on our good Queen. The less said about that, the better, I think. Yes, imposing their culture upon us over and over again. Anyway, they'll be making us eat turkeys next, won't they? They're American, mate. Anyway, I am always astounded when people actually believe such things. It really is odd, and people will believe lots and lots of things. Like, they do like to believe that people like me somehow are really anti-Christian, and at the same time really don't mind other religions, particularly the really bigoted ones that are really wildly homophobic. I mean, obviously I really hate Christians that are homophobic, but I really find everyone else that's homophobic perfectly acceptable, because somehow, magically, in the real world, that really exists. And there was actually a superb example of this from Talk TV. Poor old Kev, yeah, he's got to be on his own now, but yes, he was spouting off about, well, let's just watch it and see if you can spot the very minor flaw in what he's saying.
Drag queens, if grown adults enjoy being entertained by drag queens, if blokes want to dress up as these kind of caricatural women, yeah, fine, knock yourself out. But we got this kind of growing obsession with drag queens. The BBC has got this sort of disturbing obsession with them. You get them in the soap opera, in the EastEnders and things like this. It's like, come on, whole series, the RuPaul's Drag Race and all this sort of. It's like, come on, there are other people on the face of the earth who aren't drag queens. Just a thought. We had drag queen story time. Remember that, where drag queens used to go and tell stories to young kids, school kids. It's like, why? Leave him alone. Anyway, this one defies belief. There is a Christmas theatre show for children, for young children coming up, to be hosted or starring a drag queen called Tanya Lecoq. That's C-O-Q, I should tell you. There, you're looking at it now. Now, this seems inappropriate to me for kids. The age guidance is 0 to 5. So 5-year-old kids, 4-year-old kids. This Tanya Lecoq entertaining. This is, I think it's grotesque. I really do.
Yeah, well, you can see, I mean, Kev is very pretending to be cross about such things. Oh. Anyway, can you see what it is yet? Can you think about it? Yeah, you see, I did a little intro about Christmas, and think of a entertainment at Christmas that's kind of traditional, aimed at children, features, people in drag. Are you there? Yeah, yes, indeed, it's panto, isn't it? Yes. The whole inappropriateness of panto, with no irony whatsoever. Anyway, he goes on, of course, to invite some woman from, parents concerned that anyone's trans anywhere, who has enormously wonderful ties with, well, great Christian groups, which of course I hate, which in the same way that I wouldn't if they were from any other religion. Anyway, we covered that base. Yeah, that lot. But it's really astounding, isn't it? Because, of course, what is it with the BBC these days? Everything has to have a drag queen, does it? Well, some of us, mate, recall seeing Danny LaRue on the telly, didn't we, in black and white? Not just on the BBC. After all, ITV was throwing that filth at us, weren't they? Yeah, and everyone knew he was gay, but we just didn't talk about it then because it was slightly taboo. Like you're trying to make it, aren't you, mate? Yeah. And then, of course, oh my God, strictly aimed at very much a family audience, there was, well, Dick Emery, wasn't there? Yeah, awful, but people liked it. Not just dressing up as a woman, dreadful enough, but actually as a gay character as well. It's no wonder there are so many around these days, eh? Yeah, perverting the very lifeblood of our nation. Yeah? Dreadful, isn't it? Yeah, and then moving on, of course, we get Lily Savage, haven't we? Yeah, let's not forget, actually, the day after he died, he was called a dog lover in the Sun. No, that's not how we remember him. He was an outrageously flamboyant gay man who was a drag queen who really didn't mind sucking it to people when they needed it. Proudly working class. Oh my God, how awful. Imagine if little kids saw that. What a brilliant role model, I would say. But I would say that, wouldn't I? Yeah, because that's the type of thing that I like, don't I? Yes. Dreadful nonsense. And even, right now we've got Julian Clary starring in a very big panto production, yeah, which has a lot of, there's certain jokes in it. For those people, like, for example, the vast majority of the audience of our Kev, who haven't been to a panto for a long time, yes, it's still predominantly gay men that are the dames, and yes, they do flirt quite outrageously with members of the audience. I know I've been on the receiving end of that a number of times, taking school groups, to panto. Do you know what? The kids, either they do understand it, and they understand it's a laugh, or they just don't understand it. And if you think that the average 3-year-old is going to be able to find a double entendre in a very, very complicated spelling of the word cock, you're welcome to it, mate. And even if they did, one has to say, well, okay then, so what about all the other hundreds, if not thousands of hours in the year when they're not introduced to such concepts? What then? What exactly is the programming going on here? And the answer is, well, it doesn't matter, does it? Because we're not allowed to have go at gay people anymore. Oh, more's the pity. No, we can just do it through the back door for now, by having a go at the trans lot, no matter how insignificant the entire thing is. To which, once again, I would say, like Mary Whitehouse, if you don't like it, don't go. Those, story time episodes in libraries are often well attended. And parents, those people that have the right to decide what their kids are doing, after all, how, they don't want things being shoved down their kids' throat, suddenly they become bad parents, don't they? You see, it's not me that chops and changes an argument to suit a particular thing at a particular time, but by God, it's your Murdoch-related press and the rest of them. Outrage upon outrage upon outrage at the filth that they're throwing at our kids. And deep down, it's just recycled homophobia. Same old, they're still coming for our kids, even though there's absolutely no evidence whatsoever. Still, never mind. Do have a lovely weekend, rest of, if you can, yeah. Do, complain bitterly if not everything has the word Christmas on it at this time of year. But if you're going to do that, please do understand where basically all of our Christmas traditions date from Dickens in the early-ish 1800s. Before that, basically it's mince pies and goose, Yeah, understand your history at least. At least. Do have a lovely, lovely day. Do enjoy.